Hey there, besties. Welcome to Girly Pop Probs with K and L. We are your hosts, Kelly
and Laurel.
and we are so happy you're here. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Girly Pop Probs podcast. We are so happy to be here on this lovely Monday morning. When you hear this, we are actually driving back from Nashville. I'm sure, had so much fun.
Probably dead in the car.
Probably dead in the car. Because let's be real, we've been planning this and we keep saying we're going to go easy on Sunday night. But I feel like we're going to go hard.
Yeah, it's our last night there.
It's our last night. We're just going to go hard in the paint all 3 nights. It's fine. Anyway, so I'm sure we're dead, like you said. But yeah, don't worry. We're going to give a whole recap, do a recap episode probably in the next 2 weeks or so. And then we will give you all the deets there. But if you don't already, go look at our social media because I'm sure we're going to have so much fun stuff there.
Yes. So exciting.
Yeah. But so right now, as we're recording this, we are leading up to our vacation next weekend to Nashville. So we're kind of just in the hustle and bustle, getting the last few minute things done, going shopping, buying things that we need for the trip. Honestly, this week I didn't really do much. I worked and I babysat for Laurel and her husband Cody for their 5-year wedding anniversary, which is crazy that y'all celebrated 5 years.
I know. It is crazy. Feels like
Time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 5 years. Wow, we have 2 kids.
Yeah. So Tyler and I did that, which was fun.
Yeah, it was really nice.
But yeah, other than that, really didn't.
Me and Kelly, we had a fun day. Friday fun day.
Yeah, we did have a fun day Friday.
We had strawberry mimosa.
Yeah, we went and got some lunch, had some strawberry mimosas, then we went and took some photos. Stay tuned for those.
For Kelly's.
Laurel's laughing because my photography skills just aren't great.
I don't think it's your photography skills. I think it's just
my photography skills. Anyway, so yeah, we did that on Friday during the day. But did you do anything else besides your anniversary?
Nope.
Yeah. Well, so that's all, folks. That's all we have for this week.
We got my birthday is this week.
Oh yeah.
It'll be past by the time you hear this, but it'll be the week before. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. We just had the birthday blues episode. Yeah. We'll see how my birthday goes. I'll let you know.
Hopefully she got all those feelings out before her birthday.
Hopefully. I don't feel sad today.
That's good.
So it's in 3 days.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's see.
Stay tuned.
But today we're going to be talking about situationships, and just kind of talking about what that's like. Have you been in one? Have you not? All those things. So, Laurel, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Well, have you been in a situationship?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Those that know me that have have known me for a long time, I pretty much am always in a relationship. I don't think I've ever been in a situationship.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's been, I don't think so.
I feel like I've been in 1 or 2,
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, sorry. No.
If you're watching, you'll understand why she was laughing.
I've been in 1 or 2. I feel like though it's very okay. So let's rewind. Let's just start at what is a situationship, and why do people stay in them?
Yeah, let's take it back.
So for me, a situationship is a relationship without the name, right? Without the title.
Yeah.
So you're not boyfriend, girlfriend. You're not partners. You're seeing each other. You might be going on dates. You might be splitting the bill. I don't know. Truly, I feel like situationships have all different shapes and sizes and colors.
Yep.
And then it could be friends with benefits, or it could be we like each other, but we don't know if we want to put a title on it.
Right.
What is a situationship to you? When you think of it.
When I think of it pretty much the same way. You're in this quote unquote relationship that's not titled.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of odd. Like nobody knows exactly what you are.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends may be like confused when they talk about you and that person together. Because there's no like title behind it.
Yeah, it's like it's not your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but
it's just your fling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I define it pretty similarly.
Yeah.
I would say that those that are in a situationship, those that are involved in the relationship also don't know how to define it. And
Yes.
typically what I've found is that one person wants it to be a relationship and the other doesn't.
Agreed.
And that's when
Most of the time
becomes a situationship. Now, sometimes there are
they
people
both are just like
I know people that have been in a situationship because they're like both not ready for to commit, or they both have just gotten out of like a relationship and they really want to like take it slow or whatever.
Yeah.
So
also, I just feel like this was not something 40 years ago.
no,
Like this is such a new age Gen Z millennial type
I think
thing.
it's the dating apps.
It's the dating apps and I know that like dating websites have been a thing for a little bit longer.
eHarmony.
Yeah. ChristianMingle.com. Farmers Only. Remember when we signed up my sister for Farmers Only?
I was thinking about when we signed up my brother-in-law for eHarmony.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's so funny.
And my mother-in-law was ready to pay for the subscription because he's such a sweet guy. But he just can't find love. Yeah, now there's a subscription for those things. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But I mean, gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not cheap either. It's like $40 a month.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah. Or something like astronomical. Like not like $5 a month or anything like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When you can just go on Tinder.
Literally.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've never been on a dating app.
I haven't either.
Yeah, but we are like relationship girlies, and that's the thing is like when you get in one, we kind of like stay in one.
Yeah.
That's like, so my situationship thing is like was in between relationships, right? Where I am the one that wants a relationship, and they are the ones that's like, oh, we're hanging out.
It's fine.
It's fine. What's the need for a title? And like most of them were Kelly's friends, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Tyler's
I was trying to
friends.
figure out who you were talking about, and now it's all clicking. I was like,
all clicking.
we've been best friends forever, so I really had no idea who you were talking about. I was like, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna let her say it, but oh yeah. No,
I feel like in high school I definitely had a few.
yeah.
But as in like an adult,
Yeah.
I got out of my like long on and off relationship when we finally were like, okay, cut it off. It's done. And I was in this place where I was like, yeah, I want a relationship. I want to settle down. I want to find my husband. Now, there was like one guy that I met through church but we never put a title on it. You know, it was like 2 months. And then, okay, I'm not like one of those girls that's like I care about like height or anything like that. But like when you're shorter than me,
But you're also a tall girly.
I'm tall, and that's the problem. So like it's no shame to them. But to me, it's like I'm bad with that. He was a little shorter than me. But I started to get the ick, and not just because of that, but there was like so many other things I was getting the ick from. And so we just kind of like, and there's like so many other little toxic things in there. One being that
sprinkle.
his sister was dating my sister's ex-boyfriend, and it's just really fun.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was just fun, weird. Anyways, cut that off. And then that's when I started meeting like Tyler's friends.
Yeah.
Because Kelly and Tyler were just like early dating.
Yes. Yeah, weird.
And so I feel like I found myself in these like little situationships. It's like,
You're like, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
But like, also, they don't seem to feel the same way I do, but not like,
but
in a
not
bad
nothing.
way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
They don't want a relationship.
right. Because like when you're a girl and you're like in your head, you're like, oh, my best friends, boyfriend's friends.
Oh my gosh, that's
Like,
epic.
it's perfect,
Yeah, and like it's destined to be.
Yeah. But then in reality, like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because that's not. relationships that I wanted in the first place. It was more so just
Convenience.
And I was just like
Vibing.
Yeah. So then I meet Cody, of course, and we immediately like we probably were like a situationship for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then he like fell in love with me.
And then proposed.
2 weeks later. No, I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, it happened really fast for us. And so I feel like we were like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like.
Right.
He like chased me, you know? And then I wanted that relationship. But I feel like some people like me, you want a relationship, so you find yourself in situationships. You're flirting, you're getting attention, you're getting compliments, but you're not getting what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting. These men are probably doing it to multiple other women at the same time. Also, it's not just you, and I think that's the problem that like I was having is like, then I'd get really butthurt because I'm like, why are they like saying these things to me?
But then also saying it.
But then saying it's someone else because these men don't care, y'all. So you need to find yourself.
I think that's where the F-boy like
100%
era came into play, because I feel like when we first were in the dating world, we did not have that same kind of like person. If that makes sense. Yeah,
it's true.
I think that's where the F-boy era started, is these situationships.
So and that's so unfortunate. And you know what? I really hope that when my kids get older, I'm sure it's probably going to get worse, but I really hope when my kids do get older that like the way that these men act gets a little better. Mm-hmm. Like I truly do. I'm a Southern girl though. Like I like the opening the door for me, the manners, the yes ma'am, the no ma'am, no sir, yes ma'am, yes sir. Like, you know, I'm very in that area because I was born and raised in the South.
And Mary's a Westerner.
Correct. I like the gentleman type. Yeah. But yeah, then I
not that your husband's not a gentleman.
Then I just think it's California.
I think it's hilarious that Cody's from California.
Me too. I say it all the time. I'm like, I never thought.
Yeah.
I never thought.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry. Go ahead.
No. But I was just like, well, for me, like, I want to raise my son to be like that, though. Right. Where he is so respectful to his future partner, whoever it is.
Yeah. And he may have several people that he thinks are the NB or end all be all type
and
thing.
I'm sure he will, and I'm sure my daughter will as well.
Yeah.
Because we all have had that.
Yeah.
It's very rare for one person to like it. I know people have high school sweethearts.
No, that's the thing.
And that's amazing. But it is rare. Mm-hmm. So it's rare for one person to fall in love once and that be the end all be all. Mm-hmm. And if you find that kind of love, like you're so lucky, you know?
Yeah.
And that's amazing. And so I'm not like belittling that, but I'm just saying I feel like people, you have a couple like real, at least in your eyes, love.
Yeah.
In your life, right?
Mm-hmm. So if you're in a situationship, when do you have the conversation of, hey, are we gonna start dating each other? Like when would you
like have the DTR?
Yeah, the DTR. Like when do you think that's appropriate?
DTR is define the relationship, by the way, if you don't know that. And that's the thing. Because I feel like it's tough as a woman, especially. I feel like a lot of men are very direct. Mm-hmm. I feel like as a woman, it's hard, unless you're direct as well, to be like, so what is this? Like at some point, where is this going?
Right.
And when is it appropriate to have the conversation? How long into the relationship or situationship? What do you think?
I'm thinking, all right, so if you're hitting all the marks, like you're going on dates, you're spending quality time together, you're going over to each other's houses or whatever the case may be, I think 3 months max.
Okay.
For me. And I am kind of a direct person when it comes to relationships, and that may be why, because I do know several girlies that are in like 8 to 12 month situationships. Yes. And they're like, mom and dad are like, you've been posting these photos with this guy. Who is he? Are you going to bring him to us to meet him? You know? But I will say that I do feel like I am, and that could just be because I'm married now. Like, I just think that if I was in a situation like that, I would give it 3 months. No more.
No, I agree, because I feel like 3 months is like you're courting. It gives you that 3 months to be like, hey, I want to know if I can see myself being with this person forever or making this person your partner, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel like 3 months is a good timeline for that.
Yeah. You know, I was kind of thinking about it. Tyler and I were kind of in a situationship when we first met.
Yeah.
For 3 months, actually. I was thinking about it. I was like, when we first started like seeing each other and hanging out, I was like, I thought we were just friends, you know? And then like these feelings grew stronger, but then like there was nothing there. And then like eventually like 3 months came around and literally we started dating like 3 months after we started hanging out. So I don't know.
And I feel like there's healthy. Yeah. I feel like it's healthy to have like build a friendship, build that connection first, see if that's something you want to do.
See if your friends get along with that person.
Yeah, exactly.
That's huge.
But after that 3 months or 4 months or whatever, if you feel like, okay, now we've had the connection, we've done these dates, we are talking often, where do you go from there? But here's the thing. There's situationships that are not having the connection as often, though. There's situationships that they see each other once every couple weeks, but like someone is more head over heels than the other, and then they're sitting there staring at their phones for days being like, is he gonna text me? Don't be that girl, because I want to tell you something. Yours worth so much more.
Yeah.
I could never. No.
I'm sorry. If we only see each other once every 3 weeks, like we're just hooking up or whatever the case may be.
And I'm sure that is. And I'm sure he's hooking up with multiple other people. Right.
Yeah.
Or
like,
vice versa.
That's not a situationship, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're better than that. Like you said, like you deserve so much more. And I think that you just need to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself.
Agreed. And okay. So when is it no longer a situationship? Do they have to ask you, will you be my girlfriend or will you be my boyfriend or whatever? Is that when it ends?
I think it's when you have the conversation of what are we doing here? So after that like 3 month mark or whatever your mark is, you know, I think if you have that conversation of, so what is this, you know, then that moment defines if it's over. Because if you agree to continue the situationship, then that's on you.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like, okay, good luck. You know, like you're kind of in this by yourself. You know, like you agreed to those terms almost, conditions, if you will. So, but I think that would be like after you have that conversation.
So when do you decide to cut it off?
Oh, for me, it's if we after have that conversation 3 months. No, we're done. If you're not wanting anything more than that.
And I feel like it's hard because like some people are like I'm the same way. Like I think for the most part, I'd be like, all right, if this isn't going anywhere, as much as my feelings might be hurt.
Right.
And I might be sad about it, we got to cut it real hard right now because you don't want a year to go by and your feelings are still hurt, or you miss the opportunity to meet someone else that you know, would be perfect for you. But let's just say like you are in this situationship, you're head over freaking heels. You have the conversation and he's like, I don't know. I just want to keep seeing where this is going. Do you cut it off or do you continue? Hard. You know?
Do you tell that person that you're head over heels for them?
I don't know, because that's the thing is like, do you want to seem too crazy? Because I feel like men these days are like, that's too forward. That's crazy. Like, we've only seen each other for 3 months. There's a handful of men, I'm sure, that are not that way. Right. One being my husband, one being your husband. Like, there's a handful of people that are like, no, I want this.
Right.
You know? But situationship-wise, you're not going to be in a situationship for that long.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would tell them how I feel. That's just me, though. If you don't tell them, then if it doesn't go anywhere in like the next, I guess 2 months, like after that, so 5 months total, cut it off.
Yes, because here's the thing. Some men are like smooth talkers. I don't know if y'all have seen this new season of Love is Blind, but I wasn't going to incorporate this, but like it reminded me of this, like Nick Dorca on the season. He's a smooth talker. And when you see him, it doesn't you just don't picture it, right? But all the girls in the pods were like, oh my gosh, he's like Mr. Suave, like whatever. And then he's just
an ordinary guy,
a normal guy,
which
yeah,
is
like,
fine. I mean,
he actually
like,
honestly seems very respectful.
yeah,
Like, I'm actually shocked by him because everyone was like giving him crap the entire time they're in the pods because he's a smooth talker. But he really only wanted the same girl the whole time.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, not to get on that subject,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, men have the ability to really smooth talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a woman, and especially one that's like easily persuaded by that, where it's like, oh, but he said he really likes me. Like, oh, like.
But if you're saying he really I really like you, then why can't we move forward?
Exactly.
In any way.
Exactly. I think that men are so scared of commitment. I know there's women that are also afraid of commitment. I don't want to say there's not, because there is for sure. I've met girls myself that are like, nah, I just want to have fun. And good for you. Like,
yeah,
you should have fun, but y'all need to be on the same page.
Right.
Because some guys can also fall head over heels in love with a beautiful girl that just got out of a long relationship. And she just wants to have fun because she was in a 5-year relationship or whatever it is, you know? It's one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think that it can go both ways for sure. Mm-hmm. So I definitely...
So as a girl, let's just give advice for that. Like, if you are the one that you're kind of creating the situationship, like, he wants you. Now, let me say this, though. Sometimes that can give you the ick.
Yeah, sometimes that can
give you the ick. If you've only known him for a few weeks.
Yeah.
It might like be like, frick yeah, I want him. That's amazing. He wants me. Or it might be like, brother, oh, like, you're coming on way too strong. Like, yeah. You've only known each other for a few weeks to a month. Like, that can also be a turnoff for both genders.
Yeah.
So it's so hard because I think there's a line.
Yeah. I think the line is very personable, though. Like, I think it depends on what kind of relationships you've been in before. You know, are you coming out of this long-term relationship? Have you never been in a relationship before? Yeah, that's true, though. I mean, sometimes people that like want you too bad and give you the ick.
I've been there.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely been there.
I literally broke up with a guy because he liked me too much in the 9th grade. I was like, ew. Actually, ew.
Yeah.
Like, you love me?
Yeah. And we've known each other for 3 weeks. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's like...
Or 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, but... Okay, and that's the whole other thing is, like, sometimes I feel like in our minds, we're like, that gives us the ick. And then in our hearts, it's like, that kind of made us feel good. Like, honestly, my husband, at first, I constantly was telling people, like, he's just too nice. Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. Girls, unfortunately, like, some of us are used to being treated like crap. And so that's what we accept. And then we find someone that's nice, and that gives us the ick. And then now I'm like, could you be nicer again?
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Like, you've trained them to not be nice. Yeah. You've trained them to
I'm
be
like, I
mean.
told you, I was cold-hearted, man. Kidding. No, but I gave him, I gave him that chance. And then, obviously, we just celebrated 5 years together. Like, not saying it was easy. Not saying there was not awful days or amazing days. But that's also life. That's relationships. And you're going to go through ups and downs. No matter what relationship you're in. Mm-hmm. So, I guess what we're trying to say is situationships
can be sticky. Oh, man. I was thinking when we were talking about situationships, could you be on Love is Blind?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, I don't know what the time frame is of, like, meeting them in the pods and stuff, but... Like, you're just supposed to walk out of this pod engaged and, like, I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day when I was watching it because that's almost like a situationship. Like, you're in, like, this, like, speed dating that you've never met this person in real life or seen them. Which I love the experiment. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I do think that, I mean, there's definitely been times where I've been like, oh, you're not even cute. Like, why would I even give you a shot? You know? Or you're too short. or, you know, whatever. Well,
Yeah.
like that's never happened for me because I'm short, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
certain like physical characteristics will turn you away from people. So I do think the experiment's beautiful, but
And
could
it's
I
hard
do it?
because your friends are dating the same
Yeah.
person. So like in this season, Hannah and Brittany are both dating Leo. Spoiler alert. And if you haven't watched it by now, like you're a little late. You've probably seen the TikToks of it, so whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't think you've seen that part yet. The Brittany and Leo.
Brittany's the blonde girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
saw him propose.
the engagement. Oh, you saw it. Okay, yeah. So even
That episode's like the last episode I watched.
and she was like, "How am I engaged to someone that I don't know? Like this is kind of crazy," and it's true. Like that part I feel like would be hard for me, but I feel like people are kind of calling her like crazy for getting frustrated with him that he's talking to another girl while that's the experiment. That would have been hard for me too, but Leo's a gaslighter, so it doesn't matter. He should have been able to know before.
Yes.
He was liking having two girls because he knows on the real world he wouldn't get it. Sorry. Maybe now because girls chase fame, but
Period.
well, everyone chases fame. I feel like men and women, but clout chasers, as the cool kids call them.
Yes. Anyway, I just was thinking about that, like.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought about it before, like.
I feel like I could be on The Bachelor.
Yeah. Oh, see.
But I couldn't be on like Love Is Blind.
See, I feel like I might be able to do Love Is Blind more than The Bachelor.
Really?
Because I feel like if I'll constantly be comparing in The Bachelor world.
Yeah.
But in Love Is Blind, you are really, really, really basing your first connections off of emotional intelligence, emotional feelings towards each other.
That's a good point.
And people are like really opening up and like, I don't know, like Tim talking about his sisters and stuff, like that kind of stuff.
But those conversations happen on The Bachelor, but they don't happen unless you get like a one-on-one, really.
And then it feels like it's just like a whole trauma dumping session because you get one date.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. It's so hard, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not saying I couldn't do Love Is Blind. I just think that I enjoy quality time, like real quality time with somebody. And obviously, because I know how to win The Bachelor. I'm just kidding. I would get all the one-on-one dates.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with Love Is Blind for me, too, is that, like, then y'all get engaged and you get to go on a trip together.
Yeah,
so
but
then it's
I
like,
do like that The Bachelor, you at least get to date them before getting engaged. Like,
well, yeah, that part.
Hang
That
out
part,
and
for
stuff.
sure. That part. I think it's so hard because the worst one is Married at First Sight. I will not be getting married at first sight. Heck no.
Heck no.
Because like, oh gosh, there's so many things. And then you can like choose to get a divorce within 6 weeks. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like I'd rather, I don't know. Anyways, the Love Is Blind thing, I feel like I'm good at like connecting with people emotionally. So I feel like I could do that. But I would feel like Brittany at some point, if a guy is between me and someone else, I feel like I'd be like, okay. That's why I feel like I'd struggle with The Bachelor.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then the insecurities of, is he going to like what I look like?
Yeah.
I know he
Hannah,
loves.
is that her name, Hannah?
Yeah, Hannah.
Yeah.
I know he loves me inside, apparently.
Yeah, but he
doesn't know what I look like. And some people have different types. So that's the hard part. The Bachelor at least knows you as soon as you step out the limo.
Period.
So I don't know.
Anyway,
what show would you go on?
Yeah, what show would you go on? Maybe we'll do a poll on our Instagram.
Oh, that'd be fun.
See what everybody would do.
We can do that on our way back from Nash.
Yes. But yeah, I think we got a little off topic there. So
yeah, we did.
Let us know in the comments if you've ever been on Love
Is Blind.
Been in a situationship. We have our comment section open on Spotify and YouTube. We'd love to hear from you on any of our social media platforms.
Yes.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will talk to y'all next week.
Thank you, besties, for joining us. Go check out our latest TikTok and comment what you want to hear us talk about next. See you again next time. Bye.